The challenge of teaching global citizenship is to make complex issues and stories from faraway countries feel relevant to students in the UK. Child labour affects more than 250 million children worldwide, depriving them of the things children here take for granted. But banning child labour is not necessarily the answer, as millions of families depend on it to survive. At John Cabot City Technology College in Bristol, ITC teacher Frank Ward is exploring the issue over 2 lessons.
Do you want the picture first and then have that?
He's teaching child labour for the first time, focusing on India, with the highest number of child workers in the world. He wants to engage his Year 8 class by asking them to compare their lives with children in India.
Who's got a part-time job?
Well, I do a paper round every Wednesday and Thursday.
OK. Do you have to go out in any weather?
Anywhere. But if it's raining, my mum drops me off at the places.
I have to clean my bedroom.
Is it tough cleaning your bedroom?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've got to clean my room and clean my hamster and make my bed and polish my bedroom.
OK, good. Gonna look today at a child who lives in India. Can somebody just imagine, just for a moment, what do you think that their everyday life might be? What might be something that they do every day?
They might like cut crops and like get rice and stuff.
OK, good. What else? Taylor?
They might fetch water and like clean up their house and cast their little bird, but they don't get anything for it. They just do it as in Sarah.
OK. Right, good, yeah.
Their jobs would be really hard because in some parts of India it's really poor.
Right. Good.
They'll probably have to get up like really, really early to like get like water and food.
OK, some really good ideas come from everybody here.
They might have to like work in a factory to like help out at home and stuff.
Good. And these would be people your age, do you think, yeah? When they might have time off, how do you think they might play? What do you think they might play and just enjoy themselves? Yeah.
Just play outside, like with anything like a bottle or some spare sort of hard thing, so they play football or something.
So gonna play outside, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna say they like can like make something out of scraps or something.
OK. I want to give you each something. These are bangles.
Frank's brought in glass bangles made in India and wants the class to think about how they're made and who might make them.
So feel free, put them on your wrist.
I can't get
Feel it, see what it's made of.
What is it?
He's showing them a short film about a boy who makes bangles like these. He's the same age as the students in Frank's class.
This is about a story of a boy in India called Anil.
मेरा नाम अनिल है.
My name is Anu.
मैं 13 साल का हूँ.
I'm 13 years old.
मैं सुबह 5 बजे उठता हूँ.
I wake up at 5 every day.
दांत मारता हूँ.
I get washed and dressed and then I start work.
उसके बाद काम करता हूँ.
I work at home.
मैं एक चूड़ी बनाता हूँ.
I do the joining work on glass bangles.
ये चूड़ी है. इसको यूँ करो.
When the bangles come from the factory to our house, the bangle isn't joined. It's not a full circle, so I have to hold it in the flame to stick the ends together.
ये लेडीज पहनती हैं.
Women wear these bangles.
जब ये स्टॉक पे
When we finish it, they go back to the factory for decoration.
बाजार में आ जाती हैं. बाजार में फिर इस पे हिल लग के.
Then they go to the shops and markets, and then women buy them.
ये एक तोड़ा है.
This is a bundle.
15 तोड़ा बनाता हूँ एक.
I make about 15 bundles a day.
हमारे हमारे घर में बहुत
There are a lot of problems in my house.
ये लोग कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं हम 3 जने
Only 3 of us are working.
वो करते हैं कुछ किराए में चला
My father got very ill and we had to spend all the money we got on medicine.
मकान पे बीमार होने रहे उनके
Now he's not here anymore,
पैर भी टूट गया था सो कमाते थे सब
so things are very difficult. We used to have a house.
उसके बाद हमारे पापा का पैर टूट गया
Then my father broke his leg
पैसे नहीं थे पास
and we didn't have any money, so we had to sell our house.
फिर यहाँ पर उनको रोग लग गया कैंसर फोड़ा का
Then he got very ill with cancer.
फिर वो खत्म हो गया फिर क्या कुछ नहीं
And then he died.
Before my husband got ill, all the children went to school and were able to play. But after he got ill, the older ones had to start working. School costs about 80p per month in fees for each child. And then we have to pay for pens and notebooks and textbooks on top of that. So we just can't earn enough to send all the children to school.
मेरे परिवार में 7 सदस्य हैं
There are 7 people in my family.
योगेश उमा
There's my mother, my sister, and my 4 brothers.
लड़ते हैं
I fight with them a lot.
उधम मचाते हैं उधम मचाते
They're mischievous.
जब हम काम करते थे चालू सीखना चाह रहे थे तब हमारा पूरा हाथ जल गया था उंगली यानी कि
When I first started this work, I burnt my whole hand, not just my fingers,
फिर ऐसे धीमे
but slowly I've got used to the work.
उंगली जल जल के ठोस
I still burn my fingers,
सो ये पक
but
गया
because I've burnt them so much, the skin's got tough.
इसलिए दर्द नहीं होता है कम कम होता है
So now it doesn't hurt as much.
मजबूरी में करना पड़ता है जब ये जल जाती है तो इसमें
When I burn my fingers, I feel like I just want to stop working.
तो बंद कर दूंगा पर खाने के लिए कहाँ से आएगा
But because I have to work, I keep going.
अगर मैं काम नहीं करता हूँ तो घर में खाने पीने की
If I don't work, we can't afford to eat.
इस काम से आँख में धुआं जाता है इसका गंदा तो रोशनी कम हो
And the
जाती
fumes get into my eyes.
है कभी दिमाग में दर्द होने लगता है आँख
My eyes start to burn and I can't see properly.
और इसके धुआं से
I get a lot of diseases.
यस अभी तो बुखार आ रहा है
I've had a fever for the past few days.
मैं सोचता हूँ मैंने पर इतने करना
I wish I could go to school.
अच्छा लगता कि उसमें मेरे सारे बच्चे भी होते हैं उनके
Then I'd have friends and be able to play with the other children.
का है इस काम में
What is there in this work? At the end of the day, I earn 4p per bundle, so I only earn around 40p a day. But if I could go to school, I could learn and get a proper job and earn more.
मेरे कल्पना इंग्लैंड देश में
I imagine England to be full of big houses and good streets,
सड़क होंगी अच्छी अच्छी
with lots of children and good playgrounds for children.
मुझसे अलग होगी
Their lives must be very different to mine.
वो अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े पहनेंगे मैं ऐसा ही डोलता हूँ मैं
They must wear good clothes there. I don't wear good clothes.
वो बहुत सफाई से रहते
They must be playing in clean playgrounds. I'm just running around here playing in the mud.
हम शाम को काम करते हैं.
In the evenings, I do some more work, and then we go to bed.
यहाँ पर सोते हैं धरती पर.
All my family sleep together in this room.
मेरे सारे परिवार वाले यहाँ पर
We sleep here on the earth.
What I want to do now is just get your initial reactions. What were you thinking of? What was going through your mind?
It was quite different for them because they were saying about like 80p to them was a lot of money, and they said about some of them couldn't really go to school.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe the fact that they all slept in the same room, really like tightly packed together.
So it was
Not so much that they were in the same room, but they were really close to each other.
It must be like really hard though to like live so close to each other, because if they're dependent on the people that are working, if like one of them like goes to school, brings home like something like an illness, and the people that are working after like stop working, they all like in the way they all like lose from it, because otherwise they're not getting any money, so they can't go to school either.
It made me feel sad about what we've got, and some people take it for granted, and then what they've got is hardly anything.
Let's just actually
Next, Frank asked the class to create a mind map from their experience of watching the film.
What did working so young mean for that boy?
Because he was like working so much, like all the fumes were giving him, like, making him ill and things like that.
Like he kept getting burnt with his skin, but then after a while his skin got harder and he got used to it.
He didn't really have much free time to like play with his friends because he was working all the time. Nearly got very little money, so when he went out to play, he couldn't get a drink or anything.
Yeah, sorry.
He's not going to be very good on his confidence because he's going to be all like, he doesn't earn very much, so he's not going to think much of himself.
Yeah, over here, Taylor.
I reckon education, because they're working so their little brother can have an education or something. I don't reckon it's very fair.
What is the one reason why all of this happens? The reason at the centre? Yes.
Poverty.
Poverty. Poverty is why all of this is happening. What if I went over to India and said, I'm going to stop all children from doing work like that?
Yeah, I think it'd be a bad idea because like that they wouldn't have any money and that's what they depend on to live. Really.
They may have to steal from the markets because they don't have any food or nothing, and they'll be desperate.
It's not really directly to do with the question, but you know when there's like a major disaster like there was when we had the tsunami, how come we can like raise money so quickly and then there's poverty that's been going on for ages and we don't really seem to make that much of an effort? And why does a natural disaster have to happen for us to do something about it?